Welcome to Steve's World UK. Today I'm here at Longleat Estate in Wiltshire. So today, the Jungle Cruise and the Hippo construction update is part of my world. Now before I head over to Jungle Cruise to check on the Hippo construction, I'm here at Animal Kingdom because the Binturongs are out and about and having a good old play. And after watching Steve Backshaw live last week, which was an incredible show, if you get the chance to see it, if he does come back next year, then I do encourage you to do so. I learnt at the show that the Binturongs do smell of popcorn. I've never noticed this before, but standing here right in front of them whilst they run around and explore their enclosure, you do get that incredible smell of buttery popcorn, and I never knew that before. Also keeping the Binturongs company is this pair of cute otters. Sadly not taking a trip on the Longleat Railway today because we're on a mission, but there's always time to stop and see this beauty go by. So as promised, I'm on my way to Jungle Cruise for a construction update of the new Hippo enclosure. Now over the last year or so, sadly Longleat did lose Sonia and Spot, their residing hippos that had been at the park for almost 50 years. In the summer, Longleat will be introducing Lola and Hodor, two of the hippos that will become residents at the Half Mile Pond. Lola 21 and her son Hodor 8 were born at Whipsnade Zoo and will be joining the park once the new hippo complex is complete, with two other hippos joining the pod later on. Now in order to get a great construction update of the new hippo enclosure, we need to take the Jungle Cruise around the Half Mile Lake, which is also home to the western lowland gorillas, the eastern black and white colobus monkey, and of course the sea lions.
Memphis lives here with his 4 girlfriends. Lovely man. So we have got our lovely ladies, Molly, Belle, Rue, and Ida. And we also have 3 babies. So one baby is in the lake at the minute, our 2-year-old boy called Baxter. And then we've got 2 1-year-olds called Rocky and Bruno, but they are out at the lake at the minute. So they've been taken off inland beyond the trees up there next to our safari park in our sea lion training facility. They're are at the age now, of course, where they're starting to wean off the mud, milk pots and fish and do training with the keepers. They'll be up there for a little bit longer, another month or so, and then they will return to the lake and feed from the boats like big boys. If we left them to it, they would go feral, start eating all of the freshwater fish in the lake, which is the wrong fish for them. Of course, they are sea lions, they eat salty, oily fish, so their health would suffer very quickly if they started eating all this fish. Plus, the entire ecosystem would collapse. There are lots of birds around here that eat all the freshwater fish, cormorants, grebes, herons, kingfishers, all that sort of thing that live on the lake. And if we left the babies to it, they would have only many fish left for the birds. So for the good of everything on the lake, the babies are removed at an early age. Get onto the correct stuff. Here's Ida. Hello, madam. Just approaching on the starboard bow. Good underneath us now. Now, they are definitely sea lions in the lake. I will say the word sea lion about 400 times a day, and you still hear people shouting the word seal, and it drives us all slightly potty. It's a very easy mistake to make, but there are two big differences to look out for. So when they're alongside the boat, have a look at the side of their heads. The first thing you might notice is sea lions have got little sticky outy ear flaps. True seals have got smooth round heads with holes in the side of a reptile. And the other difference, sea lions are the ones with the big front flippers that they use to walk along on land and hold themselves upright. The seal has got little tiny flippers. They got to flop them out on their tummies like fat little slugs. Calling a sea lion a seal, just like calling a gorilla a monkey. Don't fall in that trap either. Gorillas are apes. These are sea lions. There are some monkeys though, off your starboard side, over on the island here. We've got 6 monkeys that live on the island. One just peeping out on top of this far branch on the left-hand side here, couple by the house. So these are eastern black and white colobus monkeys that live over here. 4 came to us from France about 6.5 years ago. 2 came from Belfast in Northern Ireland. These French monkeys. There's Singe Francais, got the nice traditional African sounding names. There's Kai, Cash, Kitway and Kibale. The Irish ones we suspect were named down the pub. 2 brothers named in size order. We have Wee Dude and his younger brother, Wee Dude. As you do, but as I say, they're brothers, they're in size order. It makes total sense. Hopefully better be with them all the way back down. We're now entering the second half of the lake, open water, skirting on the edge of the sea line feed zone. Molly and Baxter just next to us on this side here. They'll get slightly more excited and numerous as we head up the lake. So the only really easy sea lions for you guys to tell apart are probably going to be Molly, because she has the longest whiskers, right down past her ears, beautiful long whiskers. And then Memphis is because he's massive. He's much bigger than the females, of course, being the adult male. So he's the biggest female is Molly. She's going to be around about 85, 90 kilos. Memphis is 145 kilos, so significantly larger. And he's also a lot darker in colour, it's almost black in colour, whereas the girls are more kind of browns and greys. All the others is just purely practice. Myself and Rob have worked here a long time. We know them all just by looking at their faces. They all look completely different to us. Right then, top of the lake. For the next few minutes, guys, we're going to ask you to completely ignore the sea lions, because they are common as muck. You'll always see a sea lion. And we're going to play with them in a few minutes. I can never guarantee review of a gorilla. Now, as I say, yesterday the weather was rubbish. We didn't see the gorillas on every single trip. So enjoy them. Bask in their glow. They are utterly magnificent. So we have 4 boys at the top of the lake. Western lowland gorillas. The big one closest to the house, walking down towards us now, is Alfie. Then closer and to the left on the grassy mound is Yuba. Sat in this back to you currently is our dominant male, Alfie's big brother, that's Keisha. And then furthest towards the back on the leftmost of the 4 gorillas is Suvedi. And this is pretty much gorilla rush hour. Purely because they're upright and conscious, that is all the criteria that you need. They are very lazy animals. They have an extremely high fibre diet. As you can see, they're eating all the grasses, they eat lots of leafy greens, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds in their diet, which is a very healthy diet, but it's very hard to digest. All that fibre takes lots of energy to process, so they will only spend a very small part of their day actively foraging, doing stuff. We're very lucky to see them actually doing something. Most of their day has to be spent sat down digesting, in a state of almost constant flatulence. Kids, if you're not sure what that word means, ask your teachers. Are not allowed to say the word farting on the boat. Loophole. So yeah, as I'm sure you're aware, guys, we are very closely closely related to these boys as well. We actually share 98.2% of our DNA with this species. So these gorillas are more closely related to us than they are to orangutan. Of all the primates on the planet, we are their closest living relative. Because of that, we share loads of similar features with them. So they have unique fingerprints like we do. They have fingernails and toenails, the same number of teeth as us. We have the same colour receptors in our eyes. We see in the same way as each other. They can recognise themselves in the mirror. And my favourite is they appreciate the value of flavour in their diet like we do. So we feed them several different times throughout the day. So he's our dominant male, this big one right in the middle here, what we often call the silverback gorilla. But you may have noticed Alfie and Yuba over on this right hand side here also have silverbacks. Another way in which gorillas are similar to humans is as they get older, they get grey hair, just like maturity. What actually tells Keisho as the boss is the size and the shape of his head. You may notice that compared to the others, Keisho's head arrives at more of a kind of pointy cone shape at the top. That cone is known as the crown, and that is an elongated, migrated jaw muscle, telling you simply, out of all the lads, his one's the biggest, and therefore he can bite the hardest. So he's the boss. Simple. Only 1 in 5 male gorillas has that dominant gene, will develop the crown one day and become a dominant silverback. A gorilla of Keisho's size will have a bite force of about 1,300 pounds per square inch, which in plain English is twice the bite force of a lion. Overboard, fairly swiftly, please. Very lazy monkey looking at you. Top of the log there, seeing us all upside down in a minute. So guys, get our fish overboard for us. The sea lions will leave us very shortly. There we go. So plenty of noise going on down there. Sea lions desperately trying to convince you that they're absolutely starving. Do not believe that they are fed every 20 minutes between 10 and 5. Do not feel sorry for them. They get sprats on every single boat trip, you know, people. They also get 3 daily health checks from the keepers with mackerel, herring and sardines, and as well as by the end of the day, they would have got through 30 kilos of fish between them. Very well fed indeed. See, if we have run out of fish, we are no longer interested. They don't love you. They don't love me. They don't even love Rob. They love fish, and that's it. Bless them. Construction project going on up there that I didn't address on the way up. I normally do. Just talk about the things. So the new building up there is our brand new Hippo house. As I'm sure you are aware, for just under half a century, we have been home to common hippopotamus here at the park, most famously our two very lovely old ladies called Spot and Sonia. Unfortunately, both passed away in the last couple of years due to old age, so both reached around 50 years old. It's one hell of an innings. They moved in 1976, so we just lost in the last couple of years. But we have now had the green light for more hippos to arrive at Longleat, so that house should be completed very soon this summer. And then we are very excited to announce we've got 4 new hippos to the park. So we'll have 2 confirmed coming in from Whipsnade Zoo in London, Mother and Son, Lola and Hodor. And then we've got 2 other females due from Europe as well. So watch this space next time we come, hopefully. That's hippos. It's very exciting. We'll certainly miss our old ladies, though, bless them. They lived here, as I say, for 48 years. Very dangerous animals as well, so this will be one of the most unique hippo viewing experiences anywhere on the planet. They kill over 1,000 people a year on average in Africa. The most deadly land mammal on Earth. But our boats each weigh 32 tons, so you can come on here and have a look at them without the risk of getting chopped up into little pieces, which is always lovely. As you can see, we're about to do our final turn towards the quay. I can please have boats remaining in seats until we're done, because it can get bumpy as we connect with the quay. Don't fall over and hurt yourselves in this late stage, please. I despise paperwork. If you handle fish, I'm very sorry to tell you, but you smell. Head over to the exit, go and see your photos at the kiosk.
Last little bit. So there's social variety of bamboo, basically. Otherwise they get bored of one. So we give them this form.
So that's going to do it for today. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on great future content from Stevie's World UK. Until next time, be safe, be good, be kind, and be careful.
It takes 24 hours for the world to turn once, but only 2 seconds to like or subscribe to see great future content from Stevie's World UK.